channel. If you're new here, my name is Dani, and this is Coffee Break with Dani, where you guys really insist on me talking about all natural deodorants, or at least aluminum-free ones. So here we are. Most recently, Sol de Janeiro released a slew of new products, and I'm 100% here for it. I can honestly say I was probably one of the very first addicts of Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. Confessing my love for the brand, every single empties videos. The brand just seemingly came out of nowhere with one single product, the famous Boom Boom Cream, and has made a very strong name for themselves in the beauty community with really high quality, amazing products that are known for their super beautiful fragrances, body positivity, and receiving criticism or feedback very, very well, very politely. When you do what I do for as long as I've done it, you become very familiar with like the business side of things and who the companies are. And if you knew how some of these companies were, I don't know what this movement is, but let's just go with it because it makes me feel like I'm really making a point in my TED Talk right now. When you really find out who these brands are, there's some brands that you really enjoy supporting and there's other brands that you just casually don't mention. I used to be on their PR list. The products that we're gonna talk about here, I purchased myself. And so the only reason I purchased them is because I was genuinely curious to try them. And when I saw how much feedback I got from you guys about you need to let us know what you think, well, that's what I'm here for. I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this for myself, and I have to do this for my pandas. Amen. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we are going to talk about the Sol de Janeiro Dry Shampoo. Hey, this is nice. This is a nice, simple name. We got the Sol de Janeiro Rio Dio, and we got the Sol de Janeiro Bom Dia Bright Cream. I'm going to start talking about the body cream, and then we're gonna jump into the dry shampoo, and we're gonna talk about the deodorant last, because that's what all of you guys want to talk about. And so I gotta make this worth my YouTube time, okay? The Bom Dia Bright Cream is a body moisturizer that has AHAs and vitamin C. And the point of this lotion is that it's supposed to give you healthier, smoother, brighter looking skin in about a week. Obviously, you have to use it more than once in that week to notice the difference. And the first thing that I noticed with this body cream is that it smells so good. Sol de Janeiro keeping up with their good reputation of delicious fragrances. It smells so good. It smells pretty, summery, a little warm, pretty but sexy, you know what I mean? Like maybe I'll undo one button instead of 6. It smells really, really pretty. It's a very beautiful fragrance. The fragrance is named Cheirosa 40 as opposed to the Cheirosa 62, which is the classic scent that you're used to smelling, like that warm pistachio, caramel, macadamia from Boom Boom Cream. After using this for almost 3 weeks now, I have to say, I like the way this makes my skin feel better than the Boom Boom Cream. Yes, I know a lot of you are gonna leave me a comment saying that it's Bum Bum Cream, but in all my Sol de Janeiro videos, I explicitly say it's actually pronounced Boom Boom because it means booty in Brazil, and the U in Latin America is pronounced ooh, like Umberto. You know what I mean? I don't know why that came to mind, but maybe I should talk to my therapist. I noticed the difference immediately when I put this on. I was like, I like how this feels better than the Boom Boom Cream. Because the Boom Boom Cream to me just makes me feel sexy. It gives you that beautiful like glisten from the mica that's in the lotion. The scent is just sexy. Like there's no comparison to that scent. But in and of itself, like the lotion itself is nice, but it doesn't have that continuous emollient sensation like this one does. And for the amount of sun exposure that I've had in the last month, the fact that my skin still feels soft, okay, let me rewind. I take in a lot of sun during the summer. I love the sun. It makes me happy. I'm pretty sure I get seasonal depression. Like when it's dark and gloomy outside, it's very hard for me to be happy. So when it's warm and sunny outside, I find myself just sitting out there like a cat. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels so good. So I take in a lot of sun once the spring and summer rolls around. And for the amount of sun that I take, my legs start to look, they're kind of reminiscent of like a crocodile or maybe a snake, you know, maybe tortoise, like a tortoise. They're very, very dry in the summer. So I have to compensate with a lot of body creams. I haven't felt that dryness despite being outside as much as I have in the last few weeks. So this is definitely 100% a winner in my book. And if you don't like the scent of the Boom Boom Cream, or you don't like the mica or the glow that's in it, this might be the route to go. Just say it's like an anti-aging treatment, you know, and just justify your purchase. I know it can be a little pricey, but I think they do have promotions happening, and if you buy from their website, you get like 10% off or whatever. And it's good to maybe just try it out. It's Dani approved, okay? But maybe it's a little bit of luxury. Hey, just self-care, you know, just justify it as like a late Mother's Day present. I really like it. Anyway, moving on to the dry shampoo. Okay, you guys know I have 3 baby hairs, I have fine hair, I have hair prone to breakage, I have a very oily scalp. Dry shampoos are not my friend. There is not enough dry shampoo in Jesus in the world to give me that unwashed, clean look with a dry shampoo. In fact, there's only 2 dry shampoos that work for me, and it's these 2. The Chlorane with Nettle and the Batiste in any scent. This is just my favorite. I wash my hair almost every day. I have a very oily scalp, and dry shampoos with clay are dry shampoos that automatically don't work for me because they're too heavy. So as opposed to cleaning my hair, they kind of clump it together. And so it's a very limited amount of dry shampoos that actually work for me, where I can mildly pull off dirty hair for maybe a day. And so I'm very particular when it comes to dry shampoo. And I know a lot of you guys are on the same boat as I am, where we're used to watching influencers that are like, this is my 8th day no wash hair. And I'm like, how? I wash my hair every day, and every day in the morning it looks super, super dirty. So who would you sell your soul to? Because I'd like to participate. You know what I mean? Anyway, so when the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Joia dry shampoo came out, I was like, let me try it, but I'm not holding my breath because it does have kaolin clay. So it does have clay and rice starch as the 2 primary ingredients to absorb oil. I have my thoughts. I used this dry shampoo after a workout, and I think despite my hair being dirty before the workout and sweating after the workout, it did a very good job at absorbing oil or sweat. But my hair is very discerning. Since I have very thin hair, it's very hard to mask dirty hair. It's a snitch. Like, my hair is a snitch, you know? I can't fake the funk, you guys. I'm a little salty because I don't have thick hair that hides dirtiness very well. So I would say it works okay, but it doesn't work as good as these 2 for hair like mine. The other thing that I would say that could be a potential deal breaker for some of you guys is that the amount of fragrance in here. Usually when you spray a dry shampoo, you get that white cast right away because you're seeing the actual ingredients come out. You're seeing the starch come out, you're seeing the clay come out. But for the amount of emphasis that comes out of this can, all you get is perfume. It is engulfing. It is too much. I never thought I would be in that position where I'm like, there's a little bit too much of that bum bum scent happening right now. It's a lot. It's so much so that it fills your bathroom, it fills your bedroom, it's on my pillow. It's like the 3rd ingredient on here. 1, 2, 3. It's the 3rd or 4th ingredient on the ingredient list. So one of the highest percentages of ingredients in here is the actual perfume fragrance. So it's just for me, it's too much. And I love candles, and I love wallflowers from Bed Bath & Beyond. Like, I'm the girl that has a scent in every freaking room in her house, and for me to say that this is a little too strong, it's too much. And I can't imagine how that would work if you are someone that's able to go 3, 4, 5 days without washing your hair and piling on that much fragrance. I think it will get to the point where you're like Pepe Le Pew anywhere you go, and you're having that like fragrance trail. So if this worked as good as say this, and it smelled that strong, I would still be very cautious as to when I use it, because if I wear this to the gym, I know it may be offensive. It's that strong. And so, I don't know. I think that it boils down to you trying it for yourself and deciding. But to me, for me to say the fragrance was too strong, I put on like 5 or 6 pumps of perfume, you guys. So there's that. But if you guys have hair like mine, where it's very fine, prone to breakage, very oily scalp, and you want dry shampoo that really works, my favorite is the Chlorine with Nettle. This one actually works. Like, it works the way it's supposed to work. It absorbs the oil, it brushes out nicely. The white cast is easy, to blend out. The only problem with this one is it's unscented. So if you were going for a scent, or you were trying to hide a scent, like that pillow smell, this isn't gonna have your back. This one doesn't work as good as the Chlorine one, but it smells amazing. The Neon and the Sweetie smell great. So those two are my recommendations. So for me, this one will have to be a pass. What is not a pass is the Sol de Janeiro Rio Dio aluminum-free deodorant. You have to say it like that, otherwise you're not saying it right. So I wasn't holding my breath, you guys. I kind of went in with a little prejudice when it comes to this deodorant. I was like, I already know it's not gonna work. I mean, like, literally no aluminum-free deodorants work for me except for Native, Schmidt's, but that burns my pits, or Sweet Moses. What is that deodorant? It was a No BS deodorant. I'll link it in the description box below. That one really works as well. Anyway, I wasn't holding my breath on this one because it looks just like the Kopari deodorant. Sorry, let me clean it up for you guys. It looks just like the Kopari deodorant. It feels just like the Kopari deodorant, and it's just as like slippery as the Kopari deodorant because it's coconut oil based. And the Kopari deodorant, you guys, when I say this out loud, I would much rather stink like armpit than use the Kopari deodorant. That's how much I hated it. So I was like, I don't know, Sol de Janeiro. I don't think I'm gonna like this deodorant. I'm a little nervous. It's not gonna feel so good. So the claims about the deodorant are that it's aluminum free. It is baking soda free, which I was like, okay, well, you're definitely not gonna work. It is paraben free, cruelty free, and vegan. It has citric acid ester for odor elimination. It has papaya enzyme to even skin tone and fight ingrown hairs. It has coconut oil and mango seed butter to soften, soothe, and moisturize. And it's so good. I don't know why that was a secret, but it's really good. I think I'm still in shock that it actually worked. You know what I mean? And okay, I'm gonna share some funny, like, things that I noticed with this deodorant. If you guys are new around here, I dedicated almost a year and a half, almost 2 years trying out all natural deodorants. I fell on my face hard over and over and over and over and over again, but after so much trial and error, the 3 that I previously mentioned are the ones that I used, liked, and continuously repurchase. Schmidt's is a brand that I don't buy as much anymore because the baking soda really aggravates my arms and gives me little like blisters. So that one's kind of like my 3rd place. The No BS deodorant from Ursa Major, I remember the brand, is great. It's amazing. I loved it. It's all natural. It's one of those green beauty brands. I totally liked it, but I could only find it online. And so I was like, okay, maybe that's my 2nd favorite. And the Native came to Target and it became readily available. They have seasonal scents, which are always so delicious. And it works. It works good enough. It smells good. It has baking soda, but not so much so where it burns my pits. And it's one of those that just is good enough. You know what I mean? So if I do a long walk or some sort of workout, or I have extra extraneous day, I have to reapply. And so I became resolute to the idea that if I am going to use an all-natural deodorant or an aluminum-free deodorant, I will need to reapply if I do some sort of strenuous activity. And so when I felt the texture of this one, I immediately made up my mind and said, this is gonna be like the Kopari one. It is slippery, it's wet, it's slimy, and I'm gonna smell worse. Kopari's deodorant literally made me smell worse than if I didn't wear a deodorant. My body didn't like it at all. This one is so interesting because not only does it smell like Sol de Janeiro's Boom Boom Cream, not only does it smell delicious, the scent lasts, it's not super intense, it doesn't stain my white t-shirts, that yellow, like that yellow cast that some natural deodorants leave. And after using it for a week, this is, I don't know why this makes me laugh, but my armpits are really soft. You guys, like, I'm gonna is this like a thing? I hope this isn't like a fetish thing on the internet, but I'm wearing it right now and I just do a swipe up and down, which is why I have that buildup right now. Let me clean it up for you guys. But do you see there's no brownness? You know how you get that shadow of like deodorant, you get like that crust? Like, look at that even skin tone. You guys, look at my armpits, even skin tone. My armpits are so soft right now. It's crazy. So I have to say, 2 thumbs up. I wore this to Pilates, and for me, reformer Pilates are really hard. Like, they're very challenging. It's the only workout that I do that actually makes me sweat. And when I leave Pilates, I know I worked out. But that happens to me with Native and Ursa Major. So respectively, it functions the same as the natural deodorants that I personally already love. So for me, that's a 2 thumbs up. You know what I mean? Plus, I'm kind of like, well, if you don't stink after a workout, did you really work out? No, I just made that up right now. But I'm very pleasantly surprised with how this deodorant functioned. It doesn't stain my clothes. It doesn't leave my pits feeling sticky or slimy like other coconut oil-based deodorants that I've tried. It's not sticky. It's not slimy. It makes my armpits really soft. And look, they're not brown. I probably should have worn a regular tank top so I could just keep flashing my armpits at you guys, you know? So anyway, that is it for my current update on Sol de Janeiro new products, you guys. So again, if you guys want softer skin, I can say this definitely makes your skin softer. Right now that the sun is out and you guys are having so much fun in the sun, it's important to take care of our skin and really replenish all that moisture that's lost, especially if we're outside a lot. So I love the scent of the Bom Dia Bright Cream. I'm definitely a huge fan of the scent of this product. I wonder if they're gonna launch this into like a whole line of its own, you know, like body wash, body splash. I think I may have already seen the body splash for this, but I may have just imagined it. There's so many product releases that it's hard to keep up, but if they did a body wash, I would certainly invest in that because the scent is so pretty and it's a nice change from the usual Cheirosa 62 that we're so familiar with, you know, like the macadamia nut and the pistachio and the caramel. I think it's a nice change or change up, but it's still within that same family of like very beautiful feminine sweetness, summery scent. I'm very pleasantly surprised that I love this as much as I did. I was a little hesitant. I was nervous that it was gonna be something that just completely flopped because there's certain deodorants that don't work. But then there's other deodorants that like really ruin your day. Whether they blister your armpit, they make your armpits darker, they make you itch, they make you extra stinky. Like there are some natural deodorants that the chemistry in the actual product with my body's chemistry makes me smell even worse. So I was sure that to some degree this wasn't gonna work, and I am so excited that now I can tell people, please touch my soft armpit, you know? And unfortunately, this did not work for me, but I wasn't actually expecting it to because most of the time dry shampoos don't work for me. I have a very specific hair type and I haven't had luck with Sol de Janeiro hair products. I think they're geared towards people that have very thick, very coarse textured hair. I think this would probably be amazing for someone with thicker hair. But for me, it wasn't that helpful, and the scent was just insanely overpowering. So I'm definitely gonna pass this on for someone else to try. But that's it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my feedback on these 3 new Sol de Janeiro products. I'm a fan of the brand. I mean, they can't really do any wrong. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I could use this as like room spray. Maybe I could like spray it on my clothes or the dog's bed. They're good quality products. I love the brand. They really can't do no. I mean, after the whole popcorn movie theater butter incidents with Coco Cabana, and they've reformulated, like who does that? They reformulated an entire fragrance and like nailed it. That's a brand that I love, and that is a brand that I will proudly promote given any opportunity with new product launches. But like I said, I bought these products on my own. I thank you guys so much for the encouragement to try new products. I know you're totally guinea pigging me out, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for. I would gladly do it for you guys, especially, you know, my love and stalker tendencies with Sol de Janeiro. That's what I'm here for. Anyway, I will list and link all of these products in the description box below, including the deodorants and dry shampoos that I mentioned that are not from Sol de Janeiro. I will make sure to note those down in the description below, down in the description box as well, along with my shirt, my jewelry, my headband, whatever, anything you saw in this video will be listed and linked in the description box below. Huge favor to ask, if you had a good time, if you enjoyed looking at my armpits, please make sure to hit that like, share, or subscribe button. Become a panda for the opportunity to see my armpits again in a future video. I love you guys so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!